Hey guys, welcome back. It is Punt Factor here, bringing you some more green-white value town. I changed the deck around a little bit. The last video I uploaded was the same deck list, but I'll quickly run down through it with you. I ended up taking out Westfell Abbey. While it's a cool card, didn't feel overly relevant. So I went back to the 8 fetches, only one Horizon Canopy because I don't own another one. So one major change that you'll notice, I actually have all 8 mana dorks because I was able to get a Noble Hierarch in paper, so I do want to test that because I'll be able to take that to an event. Have my 4 paths, my 1 Dromoka's Command for my removal suites, and a little bit of interaction in a very non-interactive deck. I have 2 Scavenging Oozes, my 3 voices, over to my 3 drops, Rumming Up, 2 Ramen Ups, 3 Tireless Trackers, the backbone of the deck being 4 Coursers and 4 Knight of the Reliquaries, and 2 Knight of Autumn. So Knight of Autumn, I'm always very happy to see it. It's been a kind of an all-star card, very versatile, but currently it is my 2 flex slots. So, yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I would maybe want to put in here. Eternal Witness was kind of in their slot for a while. And I did like that when you hit it off Coco, it feels really good. But sometimes you just had an E-Wit in your hand and you didn't want to get anything out of your graveyard. The other option is to go up an additional voice to kind of like maybe stack my 2 drops. I'm also considering Tarmogoyfs. We'll find out. Obviously, 4 collected companies, fantastic. I did change my sideboard around a little bit. I have my typical hate cards, 2 Engineered Explosives, 2 Stony Silences, 2 Surgical Extractions for the obvious reasons. And I am currently trying 2 Warships. Warships have been fantastic in the games I brought them in. I did take out 2 Chokes. While my control matchup is pretty lackluster, I found Choke, while it's like super good, it didn't increase my percentage that much because it was just kind of tough to get down. And a lot of the times now in control, a lot of the people are running lands that aren't just islands, so they can kind of still play around whatever you're doing. So I'm kind of foregoing those percentage points to help out with the more aggressive side of the format, being Arcalite Phoenix, and like elves, humans, things like that. I mean, humans just took down the Pro Tour London, and Worship definitely helps in that area. So onto the sort of fun part of the sideboard, I did change a couple things. I'm running my 2 Eldritch Evolutions, and along with that, I have my silver bullets of creatures for various matchups. I have Kataki War's Wage, obviously for affinity things, things that run a bunch of artifacts, so like sort of the prison decks. I have Aven Mind Sensor. It really helps out against Amulet Titan and decks that just rely on searching through and tutoring things up. I have Eidolon Rhetoric for the combo matchup, Linvala, which is just a sweet card against any creatures that use activated abilities, namely Affinity, Hardened Scales, Elves. This card's just a beast. And this additional card that I just brought in to test is Cataclysmic Gearhulk, because after seeing how it feels when you get to sacrifice a bunch of your clues and pump tracker up to like a 15 something ridiculous, that card's just sweet. And it also acts as kind of like a wrath effect when obviously I don't want to just use like a Wrath of God because it would just set me back. But being able to have a tracker and a Gearhulk left over after a Wrath effect, I think is just kind of game winning. So that is what I'm doing. I do have Slick with me here. He was the pilot of the Amulet deck that we played against. So I'm going to jump into just a friendly game so he can join us, and you can hear some of his commentary as we walk through the game. So Slick, say hi or something.
Hey, it's me again. The bad Amulet player. Back to point out all the critical mistakes that he's making.
No doubt. So I am playing NHAO, Nio. Okay, so my opening hand, we have Knight of Autumn, Knight of the Reliquary, Scavenging Ooze, and Tireless Tracker, and 3 lands. So typically, this is a hand that I would want to ship only because I have no fetch lands in hand, so Knight of the Reliquary is going to come down as a 2-2. But I do have a Scavenging Ooze, so I have a turn 2 play, but I'm on the draw. So I think the hand's just a little bit too slow. So I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this, and I hope to hit a dork. What do you think, Slick? Does that kind of make sense?
I think that checks out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Scoos is like super interactive enough, and like the Knight of Autumn's a 3 drop, and like with dropping Knight of the Reliquary being a 2/2 just seems like crap. This hand got worse. Uh, Knight of Autumn, Coco, Tireless Tracker, 2 lands and a path, but at least we have a little bit of interaction, so I'm going to go ahead and keep it. I will put the Dramoka's Command on the bottom. We're looking to hit a land in 2 draws. I don't even have a green source of mana. That's sweet. So I can't play anything in my hand. Gemstone Mine, Amulet.
Yeah.
Luckily, I do have a Ghost Quarter. There's a bird that I can't play.
I finally get to see some other Amulet player get wrecked. Or just show me how it's done.
Yeah, no, he's going to show you how it's done because I have a horrible hand here. The Ghost Quarter might be my saving grace. Unfortunately, there's a T West. Okay, Slick. So this will be some good insight.
If he's playing a T West right now, then that's an interesting play.
I mean,
I'm sure he's holding 1 bounce land at least. I would bet on he's only holding 1 bounce land.
So do you think that I go for the T West play?
You want to wait and see what he does because he's just if he can. I mean, he can't flash anything in right now. Obviously, he doesn't have a Tribe Scout or anything. So I would just kind of wait and see how he finagles this. I mean, you could go for the T West right now.
It's kind of pointless, though, right?
I feel like taking a Karoo land's probably better. Depending.
It's tough because, like, if he doesn't have a payoff, T West is obviously better.
You're gonna find out right now if he has a Karoo land, because if he might actually be kind of down on land anyway right now.
So if I can draw, dude, I have no green mana, so I'm basically screwed. I have a Knight of Autumn, so like if I draw, in an ideal world, I draw a green. So okay, so there's a Simic.
Can bounce T West, have a West here, but I don't know if it's worth. You don't have any lands in your hand, right?
No, it's probably not worth going down. I mean, I have a path for. I have a path. So, like, at this point, he has an Amulet out, so I think I probably just focus on pathing his...
Whatever he does.
His Titan. Yeah, like, I can't... If I Ghost Quarter, I mean, I'm setting myself back so far. That hurts so bad.
That was the worry.
I think I have to get rid of Simic, right?
I mean, if you get rid of it right now, it's going to set him off. He's not going to be able to do the dance that he wants to do here, which is probably bounce T West and transmute from it. That's a really tough call, though. Because he's still going to get a land either way. It's probably going to be a forest, but...
I just don't think I can set myself back like that, though.
I think you just let it happen here. I mean, you're holding a path, so...
I'm holding up path and I'm holding up a Knight of Autumn. So, like, at the end of the day, I could take him off of, you know, it just sucks. I could take him off of Amulet, but, like, and then I can't hold up path for his Titan. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't have an Amulet,
he's not going to be able to...
That's weird. Okay, so it's land here or bust, essentially. And I drew a Courser. Let's just go on to game 2. I don't think...
I mean, I don't think, but you could just get a little crazy here. Like, okay.
So I could essentially planes... No, I can still only make 2 mana. I mean, I have a bird in hand.
Yeah, you just can't.
So I could. So maybe I could path his Azusa, and then Ghost Quarter.
You could definitely.
It doesn't make sense though. I could.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but I feel like you might as well just try to offset him here and see if that messes him up enough to to not be able to get anywhere.
So maybe path the Zeus on his upkeep and just hope I draw a freaking land.
Probably, yeah. I mean, it's not like he has any imminent threat at the moment. You could always Ghost Quarter his
T West.
either his T West or grab his Simic, if just to prevent him from having that extra mana source. Either one's really a good option, to be honest.
Just kind of all depends if he has a payoff in his hand, right?
I mean, I'm sure he does.
Nah, I wish I would have kept the other. Dude, I can't. I just need to let this happen. 3, 4, 5. Because he can't cast a Titan right now, so like.
That's true.
You know, I'm basically hoping if I rip a land, I play a Knight of Autumn, take him off of Vigor, and then I can play like.
I wonder what he was trying to do there.
I don't know. Maybe he's just punting like harder than you.
Because I can pretend that. I mean, obviously, I don't know what's in his hand, but is he just going to pump his? But yep, he's going. Of all the things that could happen, that's really not that.
No, that's pretty fine.
I'm really surprised he hasn't bounced his T West yet. I mean, I guess he. I mean, you have a Ghost Quarter, so it's not like he's.
Jesus, I literally pulled another bird.
Ugh. I mean,
I can't do anything.
Whatever.
God.
Pass turn.
Okay, so my hand is Collected Company, Knight of Autumn, Courser of Prufix, Tracker, Bird. Okay, so what's he snag off this jazz? Summoner's Pact. Do it. I am surprised that he's letting T West out there willy-nilly. Because like there's nothing he can do to respond to my Ghost Quarter if I wanted to kill it.
I'm surprised he hasn't T Wested for a Coalition Relic. That's what he's looking for. I don't know. Just let it go, I guess.
Yeah, like that's just kind of the problem. Like,
if you can get something out, then you might be able to change course here. But so that's a problem. I mean, if you don't draw a land this turn,
I'm just gonna scoop it in if I don't draw a land. Like it's whatever. There's a Windswept Heath. Okay. So I think the best play here is to get rid of the Amulet of Vigor, which doesn't allow him to drop a bounce land and do the thing. So because right now he has 2, 3, 4. He would only have 5 mana unless he has an untapped source.
Or he's holding back another amulet, but I mean, you're never gonna know that.
No, like what I can't beat it, so like why play around it?
I mean, he can obviously ballista your knight, but
I don't
whatever.
even care. Like that's the least of my worries. He ballistas my knight.
I'm sure he will, just to clear your board, but
that's
whatever.
Fine. I mean, so I have Coco. If I don't draw a land next turn, I'll play a Courser, which his knight can't really get around. Plus, if he ballistas it, he's definitely not going to kill my Courser. So I'll have like a decent blocker at least. Okay, perfect. So I'll have a blocker out at least. So let's see if he has an untapped land.
I guess he a normal land if he may just try to bounce T West into the thing now. Red.
Is he running through the breach?
Here
comes an Emrakul.
He could be. That's a really odd. I mean, unless he just chose a color because he didn't really care, or he misclicked. Who knows? I mean, there's nothing.
It's a shame because I feel like I had the tools in my hand if I just had the mana. That first hand probably would have been way better. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nope.
Okay. So I'm going down to 10 here.
Colony.
Okay, so now he can actually play
Yep.
something a little scary. So we have a couple options. I just drew a path, so we have a couple options here.
Well, if he puts out a Titan, he's not going to have.
You're breaking up a little bit, bud.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. So I'm thinking about like literally just playing a bird, holding up path and ghost quarter, because that way next turn I can Coco. I can guarantee a Coco unless he kills my bird. But
You could.
I think it would be stupid not to hold up path.
Well, the only thing I can say is he's not going to be able to hit you with the Titan if he drops it.
True.
I mean, he's just not going to be able to with the, and even if he had an amulet, he's not going to have the mana. I mean, I guess he theoretically could with the Simic, but
So here's the question then. Like, I don't have double green. I'm just kidding. This is like screwed up. I don't have double green for Courser. The trackers will just die to the ballista. So like, I could. You know what? I think I'll just play out a bird, and then if he doesn't have a payoff, I'll just like path my own bird to like be able to Coco.
actually, that's not a bad plan.
No. So we'll see what he has. Oh, my bad.
Oh.
That's all right. I accidentally hit one, but I probably that's fine because I would rather see like if he drops a Titan, I want to get rid of it.
Maybe he's just gonna sit here and keep pumping his ballista.
I'll path it then at the end of the day if I have to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you kill your gemstone? Okay.
Titan.
All right. So let's just path the thing like right off the bat. Should I ghost quarter the T West? Is the question.
I maybe think wait and see if you draw a land. If you could maybe Coco.
Yeah, but I hate to like give him another opportunity to search his deck. Right? Like that's I don't know. I don't understand. He just doesn't care about T. He obviously has like uh, turn 7, 2 mana, 3 mana. Okay.
What is he doing here?
I don't know, but I don't want him to have that. I know like it might seem might seem bad, but giving him that, like if that's the only threat that he had in his hand, he's relying on a walking ballista. I don't want him to be able to search up another Titan because I don't have an answer to another Titan. Like I think I just lose to another Titan. Another freaking tracker. Are you like I'm done.
Yeah,
We're scooping it in. That's just like insane.
well,
23
at this point he can just sit here and pump his ballista and kill you in 2 turns.
23 lands in the deck and okay, so let's bring in 2 Eldritch Evolution, 1 Aven Mind Sensor, probably 2 Engineer Explosives because I cannot beat what's that card? Hornet Queen. Is Cataclysmic Gearhawk? I wonder if Cataclysmic Gearhawk is like actually worth it here. So there's a battlefield each player chooses an artifact. No, it's not. Okay. Linvala is not. Worship is not. Although honest, like you tell me, is an enchantment that says basically you can't reduce my life total to 0 if I have a creature. Is that like problematic for you? I know you can like grab no, you can just grab an engineer explosive and just like
I mean, EE's
a
the
thing.
best way out of that.
Kataki, no surgical. I don't even think I bring in surgical.
Depends. I mean,
I guess I could like ghost quarter a land and then surgical it out, right?
yeah, definitely.
Like that seems
Especially,
okay.
it's not the worst thing as long as you see a surgical. I mean, anything you take is gonna hurt. I mean, so if you take one of his crew lands or his Teleria West or his Titans.
So I think I can. Okay, so I can drop a skews. It doesn't do much here. Could probably get rid of a Dromoka's command. Doesn't do too much here. Voice is kind of like not the greatest thing in the world. Knight of Autumn's fantastic. Ramanop is good. Tracker's slow, but like I hate taking Tracker out just because it gives me draws in the late game. So I'll take out a couple voices. 4/5 doesn't stack up well. Is there anything better than this additional voice in my hand that's a creature? I'll try it like that. I need to actually write a sideboard guide for this deck so I know exactly what to side in and out for every matchup. Alright, so let's not get mana screwed. Let's not chip hands that give us our mana. So, EE, Ghost Quarter, this hand's horrible. Okay, so we have Knight of Autumn, Ramanop, Engineered Explosives, land. We do have a Ghost Quarter, though, so we'll keep it. We're on the play. At least we can get Ghost Quarter back with Ramanop.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get that out, that not gonna.
You're breaking up, sir. So we'll play Temple Garden tapped. Whoa.
It's just a
Gain 2 lifer.
same as Fountain.
There's a Coco. Well, at least we're gonna naturally get there. So I could preemptively play EE out.
So if he's playing Kabira, he's most likely playing the white splash sideboard version, so he probably has like paths and stuff.
So do you think I EE like played out preemptively on 1 to get rid of like an amulet if he has it, or do I play it on 2 or 3 for like I can't play it on 3.
1, most likely.
I do have a Knight of no, I'm gonna hold on to it because like I have a Knight of Autumn in hand, and an EE is gonna help with Hornet Queen if he gets there.
True.
Yeah, so let's just I can get rid of 1 amulet. It's fine. He can have a turn with an amulet. Okay, that's fine. Because next turn I'm able to drop Knight of Autumn. Get rid of that. Vesuva, Temple Garden, sure. Let's always yield to this. Okay, that's fine. What do we got? Ancient Stirrings. What do we find? Please don't find another. Okay, say please don't find another amulet because that would just be I'd be forced to EE on 1. So there's a second collected company. So I'm gonna Windswept Heath here for a Plains. Yeah, let's get a Plains. Let's go ahead and drop Knight of Autumn. Let's get rid of this amulet.
There you go.
And then I can Ghost Quarter. So I'll drop a Ghost Quarter into a Coco. Third turn, or next turn, I'll drop a Ramanop and be able to pull the Ghost Quarter back. And then holding up another Coco. There's a tracker. Okay, so he's going a little mid-rangey here. There's a Windswept Heath. I'm not going to show him the Ghost Quarter yet. It doesn't make sense. Or actually, no, I want to hold the Windswept Heath because if I hit a Courser, I'll be able to like shuffle effect my deck. So let's just Coco in the main phase because we don't need to worry. Okay, so there's Night Tracker. Night Tracker. So Knight's a 4/4. I think I Night because that allows me to get like 3 Ghost Quarters. 2 Ghost Quarters, but like, yeah. I definitely just Night here.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, even either way.
Is it free 2 damage? He's not going to trade. I mean, I'm rocking another Coco. The Knights are soon to be 5/5s. And then with Ghost Quarters, 6/6s. 7s, 8s. Yeah, they're going to get huge here pretty quick. I have to make sure, though, that like I don't Ghost Quarter myself out of the game.
As long as you can get a random map out, you should be fine.
Alright, so let's start Ghost Quartering him.
So now do you take his toll area?
Yes.
Most likely.
What's
The only downside to this is his clues, but I mean,
yeah, that's true.
could take his Vesuva.
No, I think we're okay. 3, 4. So he could be like a 5/4. We can just go ahead and.
I mean, he could be a 5/4. You could try to bait him.
I mean, I could blow him out.
You could swing in, and he might try to pump, and then you could crack and.
I could do all kinds of shit.
Get over top of him. That would be pretty funny.
4, 5. So he'd be a 5/4.
Oh.
I mean, at the end of the day, I could just like Ghost Quarter him again, and then if I have to crack, well, I'll just crack the Knight and get a fetch land.
So he. No.
Okay.
All right. Oh, whatever. He got 4 damage in.
Amulet. Okay.
So as he tries to probably drop a
2, 3, 4. Wonder how many basics he's running. There's a cavern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I have to like really think about this play here. Let's go ahead and get a fetch land. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can EE. There's a canopy. So I can EE on 1. 1, 2, 3. I can EE on 1, crack it. Because I don't want. Actually, why don't I play my collected company first?
get more stuff out.
I mean, well, I might just hit a Knight of Autumn.
Yeah. Or any other thing that will help.
Yeah. So let's Coco. There's a Knight of Autumn and a Knave and Mind Sensor and a Courser. So definitely the Knight of Autumn. Even Mind Sensor. I don't really think I'm concerned about seeing the top of my deck right now, I kind of have everything I want. Even Mind Sensor, I can just fly over him and it might just screw him.
Yeah, and that kind of walks him down there
Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that.
from trying to search up his answers.
And it also just might just like Ghost Quarter lock him out of the game.
That too, because he can only search the top 4
Yep.
for basic.
You get you and permanents you control gain. Wow. That's a weird spice there. Okay.
I mean, all right.
Well, do I EE him off of Amulet? Because I can.
Well, you have to pay 1 for that, though, right?
Yeah, but I have two night activations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I mean, the interesting part is you can also. I mean, you could just swing for the fences with the knights because he has to block you.
No, I don't want to swing with the knights right now because they need to. I'm going to try to lock him out on his upkeep with Ghost Quarter activations. Because, like, I mean, the knights are 6/6s. They're going to be 7/7s. I can stop a Titan if I have to. So let's, like, just start taking him off of stuff. You find one?
I would be shocked. I mean, it's not like he's not going to be running that many basics.
Two, three, four, five. Okay, so that'll completely take him off of. Okay, takes him off of a Titan turn. I also have a freaking 9/9.
Yeah. So I mean, you're not really worried about Titan too much at the moment.
No.
Not with 2 of them out.
I'm worried about. He can't even cast Hive Mind. Tribe Scout.
Yeah, he's gonna keep just trying to do the dance here.
So 3 mana. Ba, 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 ba. There's a Courser. That's kind of what I was looking for. Unfortunately. Yeah. Let's go ahead and crack that. Evolution, which is fine. Play this. Now I think we start swinging in.
Might as well put some pressure on. I mean, he can't. He could block you, obviously, but
I want to keep one knight, like. I guess he's in like chump block mode. So I could swing in with both knights.
I mean, he can't pump tracker anymore.
And realistically, like, he's not going to drop anything relevant, right?
I mean, you might as well just start clearing his board.
2,
I mean, it's not
3,
like
4,
he can
5.
take it.
No, I don't know though, dude, because at the end of the day, let's not be stupid because he could flash in like how many Ghost Cores do I have left? I have 1 Ghost Quarter left. I should have swung in with 1 Knight. But dude, he like with Tribe Scout, he could flash in if he has 2 bounce lands in hand, he's able to play a threat. Like
For sure.
You know, and like I don't want to be put in a position where both knights are tapped out. I mean, he has an Amulet in play. Now, I think this is the time that I play EE on 1.
Yeah.
And
take out all of his tribe scouts and the amulet.
Yeah, I don't care about this Eldritch Evolution. So let's go ahead and get this last Ghost Quarter. I will definitely take a Knight. And let's get his Cavern of Souls. Yeah, the Knight's a good draw.
Wow.
That's okay. I don't care about a bird. EE on 1. Let's pop this. Whoop, gotta pay 2. My bad. I don't want that bird anyway on top. Snag a Plains. Path is a really good draw. Let's clear the board here. Now we can start swinging in.
I'd probably just do the Knight Mind Sensor like you did.
I semi screwed up there. No, dude, it's fine. We're going all in. It's fine. I semi screwed up because I can't. I should have brought the Ghost Quarter back. That should take place of the Rising Canopy. He has to block the other two.
That's true. Yeah, he has to block both knights.
Yeah. All right, so that was fun. A lot less scary when you're not facing down a breach. That's for sure.
Not really worried about anywhere near as much.
I guess I could bring in Linvala over Voice as another flyer, and he can't activate his Tribe Scouts.
I mean, can't really deal with flyers that well, so
no, that's probably fair. Yeah, the matchup doesn't feel horrible. Like the breach version just absolutely terrifies me. Like that version just it is no joke.
Wow, I mean it always sits with an instant win in the back pocket.
Yep. Which is
so no matter how dire things get,
it's always there.
It's always there. Well, they saw what happened.
They did see what happened. When you're playing the Training Wheels version.
Okay. Nobody plays it, so it must take more skill to play.
That's probably what it is. That's also why no one plays Green White Value Town.
Definitely.
It just takes so much skill. It's not because it's a bad deck.
Glad they still haven't.
Wait, what's that?
So I'm glad they still haven't fixed the.
You're like breaking up, my man. Confused.
Game client keeps crashing.
No, that's fair.
Between rounds.
Well, we're about tied on time. Man, Aven Mind Sensor really puts the hurt on this deck.
Well, it just ancient. Maybe not ancient sparings. No. Does it affect ancient sparings?
No, because you're not searching your deck. You're just looking at the top.
Either way, Ghost Quarters, Summoners packs.
Yep. T West. Primetime triggers.
That too. That's probably the most pain there.
Yeah, it's such a good card against you.
And flying, so that's always beneficial.
Yeah, for sure. Till you drop a freaking Hornet Queen and just rate me if I don't have an EE. So I was talking to Ben. He's gonna start recording his games. We're gonna do like a with your videos and his videos. We're gonna all funnel them into Pun Factor. And but anyway, that's beside the point. I was talking to Ben about playing a Bant Value Town, and you run like Jace, the Mind Sculptor, And like the versions I saw like ran Jace, but they didn't run like they ran Jace into Fairy, but they like gave up Collected Company for it. What's this guy doing? Like, let's play the game, dude.
Waste. He's trying to time you out.
He's timing himself out.
That's how he's gonna win. Wear you down.
All right, so I have a Path in hand, I have a Reminop, and I have a Knight of the Reliquary. So I think it's not the greatest hand, it's not the most explosive, but having Path, if he has an explosive hand, being able, which it doesn't look like he does, being able to take him off of prime time will be good. There's a tracker. Let's go ahead and let's shock this in while we have a minute. No need to give up life.
Really interested to see what he drops now. That Colony Garden seemed like desperation.
Yeah, that Vesuva was too. He
These
didn't.
are not the lands you want to see.
He didn't send me a message, which I'm really upset about. That wasn't very nice of him to not swing in with the plant token.
Just for that, I hope he pumps it and kills you.
Dude, I really, I hope so. What is that?
Mortuary Mire. Target card from your graveyard. Oh, that's kind of nice.
All right, so let's get Knight out here. I just drew a Courser.
Well, he's not in a terrible position. Oh, hey, whatever. I guess land.
Yeah, it ramps me. The only problem was that's the way to get my Ghost Quarters out. 2, 3. Yeah. There's an Amulet. Now we're in a sticky spot.
No,
2, 3, 4,
could get interesting.
5, 6. He could drop a Titan here if he has 2 bounce lands, or just actually a bounce land.
He just needs to have that. That's it.
Yep.
Boom. Tap it.
And I.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so that's good for us.
Alright, that's weird. Because that kind of tells me that he doesn't have. He could have dropped a Titan had he had it. Which I felt like would have been the better play because he would have got to swing with it too.
Well, I highly doubt he has it. You're right. Like, that would have been dumb for him not to drop it.
I mean, maybe he's just trying to get set up here. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Well, I guess it looks like maybe he had Boros in his hand, which would have meant that he wouldn't have been able to get the red and the white to swing in.
Yeah, but what's better, playing a Titan or not playing a Titan?
He might have been expecting you sitting on path.
I was tapped out last turn.
Oh. Fair enough.
Now I have path up. I have path, Courser. I have another tracker, Courser, excavator, path, and a fetch land. So I'm going to be able to get a lot of value off this tracker. All right, so let's go ahead and fetch here, and let's go and get a clue. Always yield, always yield, always yield. There's another Courser. There's a Knight. So let's play the Knight out. Play the fetch land out.
This is going to be interesting.
This is going to be one hell of a game. Yes, it is.
He's definitely sitting in a decent position right now.
Oh, he's in a really good spot. The nice thing is I can take care of his first threat, and then Knight will be online, so I'll be able to like Ghost Quarter him off of certain things.
Only 2 cards in hand, so that's intriguing. If he doesn't get a Titan out right now, that could be bad, because you could also steal his Boros Garrison. I mean, I guess he could still pull it off. He could pull off red white with collision if he charges it, but I'm just thinking about his Slayer Strong and the other one.
Yeah.
He's got to have red white for this.
I don't hate the position I'm in.
Is he gonna EE? It almost looks like what he's trying to do, because I don't know what else he would be doing with red and white.
He wouldn't be.
I don't really...
He wouldn't EE on 2.
No, he'd EE on. Oh, okay, that's what he was.
Okay, that makes sense. That's okay though. I mean,
He's wasted paths.
he's wasting paths and he's giving me like a ton of tracker food.
Yep.
Tons of tracker food. Rex Sage.
He can get a token.
Yeah, that's about it.
You could sack in response.
Yep.
Oh no.
I just drew another knight.
That's kind of funny.
Alright, so let's go ahead and... Let's not fetch this, because we have a Courser and a knight in hand. So, 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... So, Courser... There's a Coco. That's like real good.
So, don't accidentally shuffle it away.
I won't. Although I'm like, I don't know if I need it though, because like I can play another knight. 1, 2, 3 for a knight. Have 2 left up. I can't draw it and play the knight. I think I'd rather get the knight out though for like insurance.
I feel like you get the knight out.
And then if I have, like, dude, if I have to, I'll just like, I'll shuffle away the collected company. Like it sucks, but it's fine.
That at least gives him stuff that he has to do something about here.
I mean, dude, honestly, at the end of the day, like,
Jump block.
I kind of have everything I want in my hand. Like tracker, courser, excavator. You know, the Coco would be nice to be able to like hit an Aven Mind Sensor off of. But if I have to shuffle, I'll be using both shuffle effects to try to find like an Eldritch Evolution.
Black. That's...
Uh-oh.
E.
Yep. Okay, so we're definitely just gonna...
That's...
It's fine. We're gonna Coco. I'll be able to play out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana.
The interesting thing is it takes his Relic as well.
True.
And his Rex Sage. Not that that matters, but
he might not pop it yet. He might just wait. Nope, he's gonna pop it.
I think he doesn't have anything to do.
Alright, so I draw Coco. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana, 3, 6, 2, 3, 4. Let's play a Coco. See what we hit. Only a bird.
Oh, perfect.
It's okay. 1, 2. 3. Slightly unfortunate, but we're still holding up path.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't seem like he's...
I don't care at this point.
I don't think he has anything. He's just waiting for
something.
I mean, he's sitting with one card in hand, and I'm sure he would have played a threat if he had it.
Let's see what's on the top of our deck. There's another path.
Oh, that's nice.
I'm definitely going to draw that. Draw that out. I don't need a ramen up right now. There's a bird. Screw the bird. Let's see what else we can get. I played a land, right? Yeah, I played a land.
I believe so.
Shuffle this away. 1, 2. We'll shock that in. Allows me to play 2 or break up 2 clues, and then also have path up with shocking that in. So double path. Yeah, this dude's just drawing. He's just drawing dead.
Yep, he doesn't have anything going on.
Gavity's actually like really good. Collected Company's even better.
Yeah, he's done.
I actually think I might Eldritch Evolution. Yeah, let's draw that. So I can Eldritch Evolution my bird.
For
an Aven Mind Sensor. And then I didn't play a land yet. I can Coco. Courser, another bird. Any order. Play a fetch land off the top. There's a knight. Hold up Path to Exile with my... Oh shit, I might not actually have another... I have my 2 planes and my 2 Temple Gardens. I don't actually have another basic in my deck. That was a punt.
Too late now.
Yep, that was I should have thought about that. My bad.
Well, I mean, I will. I think you're...
Well, he's not going to be able to really search with the Titan because of Mind Sensor. Like, I think we should be okay. I really might get punished here, though.
It's possible.
Yeah, that was probably...
If he has one. Nope.
All right. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that game. It was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, our opponent got a little screwed on game 2, but that's what happens. And Green-White Value Town, you know, it slow and steady, baby.
Wins the race.
Wins the race. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. This is Punt Factor, bringing you all the Green-White Value Town content. Stay tuned until next time.